Hey guys, Dave here. Welcome to the Centurions Review, the punk rock band of Wargame Review Institutions. This is When the West Came East. It's a solitaire game about the First Crusade, which took place 1097 to 1099 AD. It's very similar to Bloody Hunlikely, but it plays quicker and it has a few optional rules. The game's only worth playing with the optional rules. Without the optional rules, there's nothing here, so I play it with the optional rules. But it's a little bit better than Blood Hunlikely, but a little bit shorter. But it's alright. I mean, it's fun to play for a 10-20 minute game. So let me explain the sequence of play here. Sequence of play is move any or all Crusader and Allied armies, then check for supplies. We're not going to do that because you check for supplies by making sure you don't have more than 50 hit points in a location. I guarantee I never will, so we're going to skip that step. And then you do combat, and after that you just advance the game turn marker. One of the optional rules we're going to do is surprise, so when I enter an area, I'll roll a dice for the enemy. And if it's a 1, that means the enemy has surprised me and their defense doubles, and their damage, their hit on me takes the damage away before I roll against them. And then if they had rolled a 6 on surprise, that means they withdraw to another location. And we're going to do the longer game too, which means that when you get to the fall turns, I'll do 2 activations instead of 1. Alright, let's get started. This will enter here. They got a total strength points of 24 per leader here, so that's 48 total, and this one will go here. So I'm going to roll for Nicomedia to see if they surprise. They do not, so there'll be a fight there, and they have 6 strength points. The 48 strength points, no matter what I roll, is going to wipe out the 6, so I'll roll the die and we'll just see how much damage he does to the good guys. So enemy rolls a 5, and they've got 6. So they do 2 damage to Raymond. I just pick which one of the 2 I want to be damaged. And so then Nicomedia is set to his conquered side here. And the little 1 here means the Crusaders get 1 victory point. There's a victory point table down here. If you get 0 to 17, you lose. 18 to 21, a draw. 22 to 25, marginal victory. 26 to 32, decisive victory. And I lose 2 victory points for each Crusader army eliminated, or I lose 1 for each Armenian army eliminated. And that's something I forgot to explain. If I conquer Iconium, that means Armenia, Edessa, and Caesarea, Caesarea and Edessa become neutral. If I also conquer Amasia and Sivas, these 3 will become my allies and fight with me. So obviously I'm going to try and knock out Iconium and Amasia and Sivas as quickly as possible. So this guy has to do his combat here. So first he's going to see if this guy runs. He gets a 6, so he does run. So I rolled to see which of these spaces he goes to. He goes to Nicasia, so instead of that having 10 hit points, it has 13, or strength points rather. So let's go to, just finished spring, 1097, so we'll go to summer, 1097. These guys will go here, and these will move into here. So over here, let's roll to see if they surprise. No, they don't surprise, so there'll be a fight. So they have 8 points. So his 46 hit points is automatically going to wipe that out, so we'll just see what he does. He does a roll of 6 for the enemy, and he had 8 strength. So he does 2, I'll put it on Raymond. So now those 2 armies total have 44. And we'll put this here, and that's 1 victory point. And over here, let's see if these guys run. No, they stand and fight. So that's 6. That'll be I'm not even going to look to see what the friendlies did. They'll automatically wipe that out. But the enemy with a roll of 4 does 3 points of damage to, I'm going to put it on Godfrey. So it's just one roll I do, and it counts for both the offense and defense. Just like in Bloody Hunlikely. Alright, so we're going to move to the fall turn, and since I'm doing the optional rule with the longer game, these will both get to activate twice this turn. So he's going to quickly move into Iconium because he wants to take that out. This guy will move into Sinope because he wants to take these two out as quick as possible. So up here we'll roll to see if Sinope runs. No, Sinope surprises him, so they get double defense. Alright, so let's roll here. And 3 for an enemy who is at 8. So he does 4 damage to Raymond. So now it's Raymond and Robert. So that's a total of 40. So 40 versus... Now he's just 4 because his surprise is done. Friendly 4. So it actually does like, 20 damage. So he's wiped out. Alright, down here we have Iconium. Iconium's worth 3 victory points, but they're tough. He has 24 points. So let's put him on the track. Alright, let's roll to see if he chooses to fight. So we'll roll for everyone's damage. That's a 3. So we'll do his damage first. So he does 10. He does 12 damage, and we'll take it on Godfrey. So he's down to 9. So they have 45, so 45 at 3, friendly at 3. So that's 20. Plus 2, so it does 22 damage, so knocks Iconium down to 2. And now they fight again. Let me roll to see what the roll is. It's a 6, so Iconium's going to be wiped out by that. But let's see, enemy at 2 with a roll of 6. He still does 4 damage though. We're going to put the damage on Godfrey. But they got 3 victory points for that, so that's good. Alright. Jerusalem is worth 5, so we eventually want to get down there. Alright, so since it's the winter turn, they do another movement, so he moves to Anesthesia or whatever. And this will move down to... He's going to skip that one and go to Seleucia. Alright, so over here, Anesthesia is worth 4. Let's roll the die to see if he runs. No, he surprises, so he's worth 8 now. Bruce Raymond. So he does 4 damage to Raymond. And they got enough where that's just an automatic kill on him. Once he conquers this one, then these 3 here will become my allies. Alright, down here, Seleucia. Let's see if Seleucia runs or what he does. Nope, doesn't run. So he's a 6. Roll the dice for combat. 3s. So the enemy, it's a 6 with a... or excuse me, he rolls a 3, and that was a 6. So he does 3 damage. And we'll put it on Godfrey again, just for simplicity. He's down to 2. So it was Godfrey, and that guy, I can't even pronounce his name. So that would be 29 verse 6 with 3. So yeah, that wipes him out. Alright, now we're to a winter turn. So obviously he's going to go here. He desperately needs to take this out. And he will go here to Tarsus. So over here we roll, and it's a 6, so this guy runs. So we'll see if he goes to Edessa or Kill It. He goes to Edessa, so Edessa is now worth 10. Good thing is when that comes on my side, I'll get to 10 points. Alright. So down here, Tarsus, we'll see if he runs. Yes, he does. Only real place he could run to is Armenia. So Sis will now be worth 12. Actually, he can't run there because this guy destroying that makes these allies, so he has to stand and fight. So Tarsus will go on 8 on the track. 1. He does 6 too. That guy, I can't pronounce his name. So that goes down to 18. And that's 26 at 1. So that does at least 6 damage. So, or wait, no, hold on a second. Did 6. No, I just did 6, so this goes down to 2 now, and then we roll again. My mistake. So we get a 4, so Tarsus is going to be wiped out, but let's see if him at a 2 with a 4 does anything. He does 1 damage. Alright, we go to spring. These are all allies. So 1, 2. They're all going to stack together. There's Edessa. Caesarea is worth 4. And then Sis is worth 4. So they're stacked there. This is going to move into here with them, I think. Let's see, that's 18. That'd be 25. Where's Robert on that team? Oh, 18. 42. All will move here except for Sis, because that'll be exactly 50 points then. Remember, if you're over 50, you're subject to the supply rule. So that moves there, and this will join up with this army. So that's the end of this spring turn, so it becomes summer. $50 points will move in here. This will move into here. So let's see if he runs. Yeah, he runs. So now Aleppo will be worth 8 points. See if Antioch runs. No, he stands and fights. So he's at 10. So we roll a 6, so he's going to be wiped out. Let's see what damage he does. 6 of 10. 3 damage. Won't go on Godfrey. Go on this guy who I can't pronounce. So that was Antioch. Alright, next turn, full, so 2 activations. We'll go down to here. He'll go down to here, so let's see Aleppo if that runs again. Yes, it runs. So he conquers Aleppo, and the only place it can run to is Damascus. So Damascus will now be worth 22. Let's see down here if Tripoli runs. Nope, he fights. He's worth 8. So that's a 5. Does 3 damage. He will do it too. So he'll move that down to 1. And he's just going to be vaporized. I'm not even going to bother rolling that. Alright, and they get to go again because it's the fall turn. So the second impulse will bring him to Damascus. That's going to be a big fight. And this guy's second impulse will bring him to Acre. See if Damascus runs. I hope not, because he's going to run to Jerusalem, and then that's going to be like an impossible to defeat thing. Of course he does. Alright, so Damascus is at 22. Jerusalem is at 16. So 32. So now Jerusalem is at 38. So let me write that down so I don't forget it. Alright, down here. See if Acre runs. Of course, he runs to Jerusalem. He was worth 12. So now Jerusalem is worth 50. Oh, God. Alright, let's go to winter. So, I backtracked a little bit here, that's why I jumped off camera. I'm going to do the attack with both of them. It'll be my 41 versus his 50. I don't roll to see if he runs, he's got nowhere to run to. So I roll a 2 and a 50. I'm going to roll a 2, does 30 damage to me. And my 41, I'm going to roll a 2, will do 6, just 16 to him. So he's at 26, and I'm at 11. So we go again. So roll a 3. So he does 10. He wipes me out. And let's see what my roll of 11 does on a 3. And I do 6 to him, so I'm completely wiped out. So I lost this game, but let's do the victory points anyways. They pull out all my units that were lost here. See how badly I lost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So I have 24 minus 2, 22, 20, 18, 16. and I go to 14. So 0 to 17 you lose. So I lost. Oh well. I just wanted to show you guys what this game was like. It's a real simple game with the variant rules. It's worth playing. With the basic game, it's not. So if you have a copy, play it with the variant rules. It's good for a 10-20 minute game. Anyhow, thanks for watching. Have a good evening. And if you liked the video, please click like on it. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to this channel. And as always, have a good evening.